And stop and refuel.
Cheese.
So you got lemon pepper hot, you got lemon pepper, you got teriyaki with some blue cheese.
I got Craig and happy birthday.
Oh yeah.
Craig and happy birthday.
Be sure to check out some of my latest videos. One of my latest videos is an infamous comic book haul. You also have NECA Jason Voorhees. You also have the NECA Ultimate Michael Myers Halloween. And scroll down and watch some of my other videos like giant size Funko Pops. You girls and guys be safe out there, and I will catch you later. Peace. What's up, comic book peeps? Welcome to another episode of Direct Edition, the channel's Fair Hall Direct Edition. And your backdrop is from the last video. Let's light it up. Okay, that's a little better. And this is my NECA collection. I actually have two more that I want to show you, but we have to get through a lot of stuff. I got a lot of stuff this tax season. You know, I spent some money on myself, but this is my NECA collection. I just recently did a review on Pinhead. Very cool figure. You got your Halloween, Ultimate Michael Myers, you know, just a plethora of good stuff. But, you know how we do on this channel. Let's get into some cool stuff. And this episode of Direct Edition is brought to you by Lips by Kimmy and my fake Darth Maul from China. Alright, so let's do it. So I've been going hard doing my own reviews on my toys before I or action figures before I bring them to you. But I've been bringing you a lot of action figures lately. And before I bring you some more, let's look at some movies because we like to do that. Let's switch it up just a little bit. Let's look at some movies. You guys ready? Alright, let's do this. So I'm an 80s baby, and I definitely had to pick up the Mannequin 1 and the Mannequin 2. I definitely was very much into the Mannequin 1. The Mannequin 2 with Buffy the Vampire Slayer was, but the Mannequin 1 was pretty good. That's Kim Cattrall. I definitely love Kim Cattrall. I thought she was always sexy, and I wondered where I knew her from before Sex and the City, and this is a movie that I knew her from. I knew her from the Mannequin, so very good to have in your collection, especially if like you're an 80s baby. And yeah, let's keep rolling. So speaking of 80s, you know, I was a teenager. No, I was still like a little kid in the early 90s. Let's see, 1992. Yeah, so I was like still, you know, a little jitterbug, or that's what, you know, people say, jit. But this movie came out, Honey, I Shrunk the Kids, and I saw it on Disney Plus, and then I walked into FYE, and they said that if you buy anything in FYE, you would get this for $5. So who's going to leave Honey, I Shrunk the Kids? You know what I'm saying? That's a classic, one of your first movies of its time. That's one of the last times that you saw this actor before he stepped away from Hollywood. You know, and just a real good feel family movie. All right, let's keep going. So this is a comic book, and I've heard very bad things about the movie. I actually have the Matthew McConaughey, Matthew McConaughey Marvel Select or Diamond Select of Dark Tower. It is Marvel because Dark Tower is Marvel. I just wanted to see the movie. It has Idris Elba and it has Matthew McConaughey. It can't be bad if it has those two actors in it. But I heard that this movie really tanked. So I picked it up for an awesome like $3. And yeah, let's see what the hype is all about, or let's see what the unhype is all about. All right, let's keep going. So some movies just stick out to you when you're looking through the movies. And this one stood out to me, I Kill Giants. I started watching it. It was a very slow start, but I think that this movie is going to be like on the level of kind of like Hellboy-ish, Harry Potter, you know, one of your adventure movies. So I definitely got into it the first half, but I definitely have to finish the second half to tell you exactly if I liked it or not. It kind of reminded me of a younger Sucker Punch, but without all the action of the Sucker Punch. So it actually dwelled into the mind of this little girl. It's a very cool movie. And yeah, let's look at what else we got. So this movie is a cult classic. If you've never seen it, you have to see it. It's with Gene Hackman and Morgan Freeman. It's called Under Suspicion. And the wife in this movie is absolutely beautiful. She was in The Matrix 2. She was also in The Passion of the Christ. Like that lady, whatever her name is, she's absolutely beautiful. Like she's just a perfect woman. You know what I'm saying? She's getting older, you know what I'm saying? So, but she aged with grace. But this movie is one of my favorite movies of all time. This is about Gene Hackman being accused of a crime. And the appealing part of this movie is when he's telling his story, Morgan Freeman actually shows up in the imagination of Gene Hackman as he's talking about the events. So it's a very, very good movie. Very awesome. Looks from the mind of the detective, and it has a twist and turn in it that's absolutely awesome. So I cannot say anything more than you have to see this movie. This is a very good movie. It's called Under Suspicion. All right, so I have two more sports related, and then we're going to get into action figure, okay? All right, let's do this. So this goes out to, my brother, Simply Incredible Podcast, D, because we're big wrestling fans, and also to my boy Blucker's videos. We're big, huge wrestling fans. And this is ECW One Night Stand, and the jewel in this, you allow my six fingers to interrupt the video, the jewel in this is you have a Chris Benoit Eddie Guerrero match in ECW. Two wrestlers that was well respected. One of them went out in a murderous rage. The other one went out, heart attack, got off the drugs, and the drugs caught up to him. But very, very emotional, very, very crowd involved pay-per-view. Very awesome. I freaking was in wrestling heaven when I watched this. And the best match one is Mike Awesome, and I think his name is it's like Tamako. It's like a Japanese wrestler. I forget his name, but they beat the holy hell out of each other. Very awesome. And the last thing I picked up is I like to pick up the WrestleManias, even if I didn't watch them. Or I did watch them, I still like to pick them up. And this is a WrestleMania that's very important because Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, Ric Flair's daughter, and also the man Becky Lynch, for the first time, main event or closed out WrestleMania. You never had that happen. You never had a women's match so important, but it was very important. And just a cool WrestleMania. You have the Demon on the front, Finn Balor. You have Brock Lesnar, who's a legit real deal. You have Roman Reigns. You have Bobby Lashley, who's a real deal because he wrestled in the military. You have Seth Rollins. You have Becky Lynch, Charlotte Flair, and you also have Ronda Rousey. And that was a very cool WrestleMania, and definitely had to have it in my collection. So that's your movies. Let's get to the action figure. And here he is. I had him in the collection once before, but, I did give away a lot of stuff in my collection. I have Captain Marvel back in my collection. This is the original Captain Marvel, Marvel. Just very, very awesome. And, yeah, man, I'm going to be bringing you a lot of Diamond Selects because these are the creme of the creme action figures to me. They're almost like statuesque. But very cool look at Captain Marvel. You know what I'm saying? He comes with like a little... kind of like Kree statuesque stand. Very cool. Hair is crisp. Outfits crisp. 7 inches. Armbands. Just awesome. Awesome. Here's a lot of my six fingers to interrupt your video. Side shot of the product. Very cool Captain Marvel drawing. Very awesome. And let's look at the back of it. So the back of it says, tricked into spying on humanity, Marvel of the Kree quickly realized the errors of his people ways and swore to defend Earth and become Captain Marvel. With his powerful mega bands, or as it says, nega bands, and fantastic cosmic power, Captain Marvel defeated every enemy he faced except death itself. Heroes Monica Rambeau, Falia Vale, Genius Vale, and even the Skrull Kanir have each briefly taken up the mantle of Captain Marvel, ensuring the name will live forever. So this is before Kamala Khan. This action figure is actually older than Kamala Khan's first appearance, but it was re-released in 2019. So I have the re-release. Definitely, anytime there's a re-release, I try to pick it up. Here is the elusive, exclusive variant that you would never find. I mean, you'll find it, but it's going to cost you a pretty penny. If you ever see this variant, you better pick it up because it's very, very pricey. And so you have Anti-Venom, and you also have the smaller Wolverine that comes in a 6-inch. Here's the stand that I was telling you about. It's like a Kree battleship damage stand. Captain Marvel in all his glory. And yeah, very awesome. I can't say anything else bad about this figure. I've always loved this figure. Definitely love to have it in my collection again. And the next one I have to go after is probably Cable because I have to get him back in my collection. But very awesome. You guys like it? All right, let's do this. And so, once again, I'd like to thank you guys and girls for tuning in to another episode of Direct Edition, Channel's Fair All Direct Edition. You guys and guys be safe out there, and I will catch you later. Remember, words of wisdom. Focus on the ones that show you love and on the ones that don't show you love. Hey, we're just going to keep on rolling without them. I just threw everything but the kitchen sink in this video, and you girls and guys be safe out there, and I'll catch you later. Peace.